Hey y'all, welcome back to A Moment with Miranda, where we take a few minutes to reset, reflect, and remind ourselves that we are enough. I'm actually wearing a very interesting shirt today that also says that, and you're probably looking at it backwards because, hey, I'm going to be too lazy to flip this. But today I want to talk about something that is different. I want to talk about movement and momentum, right? So, for those of you who don't know, I used to fight. I used to do a lot of martial arts. I have beat up my left side so bad that it broke. Okay. Not like broken bones, but like my nerves stopped firing properly. Everything was pinched. Everything was out of whack. And I didn't even really realize that I was compensating and I was only using my right side to do things until I went in to a physical therapist. And how life put me on the track to go into the physical therapist is kind of crazy because she was just looking for help with social media and figuring out some things, right? And I'm like, hey, can we barter? And when I first started with her, I couldn't even move my hand and arm the way it should be. I couldn't even really pick up my kids. If my left side was involved, I was just going to avoid it and not use it. Shameless plug here for Jordan, because Jordan is great with motion activated physical therapy here in Omaha. But that's what I believed. I believed that, okay, I screwed up my body doing things I wasn't supposed to, doing things wrong. So I'm just going to be stuck there and I'm going to have to live with this. And she changed my perspective a little bit. And when I want to talk about motion today, we're not going to be talking about physical therapy. But it's a good lesson. Because last night, I was able to jump rope for literally like 30 minutes. But not only was I able to jump rope, which if you would have asked me a few weeks ago to do that, I'd be like, you're crazy. I can't do that movement. I was able to crisscross. Now, I look awful doing it. So that video may never see the light of day. But if it gets enough views, maybe I'll post me jump roping. With that being said, a lot of people, when things are hard or things hurt, right? When we're sitting there in that hurt, we just want to not move. We want to not make a choice, not make a decision, not move the body part, not move the thing. Which, I get it. If it's super duper duper uber painful and the hurt is hurting, stay stagnant for a second. But you have to move. You have to move forward. I say that a lot in this podcast. And you have to figure it out because you can't just stay there. Because I know from experience that if I did not move my body and I kept saying, oh, it's just stuck like that, it was going to be stuck like that. And I probably would have lost all mobility in my left side because I would have just allowed my body to just be that way and deal with it. I would have just allowed my body to be where it's at and not change. And I didn't want that for myself. And she encouraged me. She said, move it. You have to move. Sometimes it's hard. I know. Like literally today, my left side is still not fully stable. And we did something incredibly difficult. We worked on our glutes today for hip stability. And I couldn't do it well. And I wanted to just give up. But she's like, move. And I have to move that. If that muscle is going to get stronger, if I am going to get stronger, I have to move that. Same goes for hard situations. If you are stuck, if it hurts, if everything feels like it's broken and unfixable, move. get out of bed, take a shower, one piece at a time. There are moments in my life where I know that I'm depressed at the level of laundry that is chilling in my bedroom that's dirty. That's how I know. That's how I know when I reach a level of where I feel like I can't move and I need to move. Even if it's one basket, even if it's just vacuuming, even if it's cleaning up my kids' area, I have to move because you have to keep going forward. Because if you just stay stagnant, if you just sit there, you're going to continue to wallow in the same hurt that you've had over and over again. You're going to continue to feel the pain. You're going to continue to do that. But if you move, whatever direction you want to, there's a chance that you're going to find an even better opportunity or you're going to heal. If what I just said sounds like you and you are trying to figure out how to move forward, or you are trying to figure out just how to get up off the floor and move, here's my advice. Baby steps. You don't have to have it all figured out. It's not going to get fixed overnight. Baby steps in the right direction will get you there. It's not easy, always. Sometimes it is. And then you get to a point where the more you're moving, the easier hardship gets. And eventually, the goal is just things aren't hard. They get easier. So keep shining, keep being brave, keep being strong, keep moving forward, guys. I think I say that every episode. And remember, you are always enough, babe. Always. Mwah.